saying he wasn't particularly welcome.
There's a class of galleries that treat the artist like there was something that, you know, had been left out in the sun too damn long. And trying to do something about that, like never go there again. In fact, I had one gallery that had sent out a newsletter to all their artists saying, please do not come on weekdays or weekends, and please do not call between the hours of such and such, and make an appointment if you're going to call.
Kind of eliminates everything.
I drew my work immediately, and to this day they haven't found out that I'm not there any longer.
I don't know, listed number.
Yeah, you're also supposed to notify them a certain amount of time in advance and do everything that they want you to do, like there was something you really needed. And hell, when you consider it, they have your product hanging on their walls, they haven't paid a damn dime for it. Half the time they'll either won't pay you or they'll lose it. And so I'm not terribly impressed with galleries. And usually if the owner isn't there, they've got some lady in the back room who is busy doing tarot cards. Or showing work of her boyfriend surreptitiously. That's a good job. Okay, now moving right along, I'm going to take yet another brush. These are very expensive brushes, by the way. This is about a $3 item. Winsor Newton Lexington Flat Bristle Blend. How do you like that?
That's prestige, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And in line with painting the shadows cool, I'm going to throw in a shot of purple on the lady's face. These are, a lot of these colors are what I call sissy colors that Liquid puts out, and they're very pastel shades of, you can mix these colors, but they're very convenient to have them already in the tube. It's ready to go.
Those are actually pre-mixed colors, huh?
Yeah. Like this is.
Why haven't I ever noticed those?
Well, Liquid has only recently started putting out these oils. I mean, comparatively recently. They've been around about 3 or 4 years, I think. But, anyway, they're very handy for various and sundry flesh tones, and for people who paint like I do.
And no doubt soon for people who wish they did.
Well, it's a different story. But it just makes life a lot easier.
So you don't, I'm noticing that you plan on the color that's underneath sneaking back into your mix, then you don't do anything to prevent that, or?
No, I just figure it's going to happen, I'll just let it and then take the consequences.
What do you feel with the yellow ochre? I mean, does it modify your cools and keep them from getting ice cold?
Well, for one thing, the ochre will key the general deportment of the painting. If I want a kind of an upbeat painting, well, that kind of keys that. And also, my primary source of light is going to be warm, and that's a pretty good warm to start with. And also with the fact that it does bleed through in places helps me with the reflected light, and being the complement of purple, it will gray it down, so take a little of the sting out of it. And besides which, occasionally it works. Not necessarily this time, but you can't have everything.
Do you always paint off of an easel, or have you worked flat?
No, I paint with an easel now. I have for the last, I'd say about 13 years. Before that, it was the usual drawing board. In fact, I even managed to get my hands on one of these French counterbalance ones with the weights and everything. About the same time, I got an easel, and I ended up with one in each corner of the studio. Finally decided that if I'm going to be a genuine easel artist, I better learn to paint on an easel. I never really liked an easel, but I've gotten used to it. Same as I never paint standing up if I can help it. Except under extreme stress.
Do you mostly work with flat brushes versus on pointed brush?
No, I do most of the lay-in and most of the preliminary painting with a flat bristle brush, and then I'll finish up with kind of a round foamy sable. It's a number 3 Grumbacher bristlette for you know, eyelids and hangnails and things like that.
So you prefer flats to filberts?
Yeah. Well,
flat becomes a filbert eventually.
Yeah, if I've had it more than 3 days, it's a filbert. And I treat the brushes shamefully. I don't wash them because you know it'll wear them out. I just leave them in the thinner day in, day out, because if you paint every day, the brush never really needs washing. It just needs cleaning from color to color. Okay, let's see. Laid in. I'll put in a little bit of some of the local colors in the face. Being a headhunter by nature, I tend to like to do the face first, get it out of the way to cheer myself up. If you have renewed confidence, you can go ahead with the rest of it.
Are women some of your favorite subjects? I noticed that they're...
You might say that. I've had an ongoing fight with the school that I do not have nude male models because I never know where to look, for one thing. They just make me nervous, and I figure once you've got one painted, what the hell do you do with it afterwards?
Oh, great.
Take it to Frisco.
Well, that was enough. Or Charming Laguna. By the way, speaking of the tiny little school, here's a batch of brochures.
Great. Just happened to have.
I was given those this morning. I was told to distribute them or not to come back.
We'll do that. We'll do that absolutely for you.
Do you want
What?
to pass around now?
Yeah, sure.
Something to read?
He's getting a hell of a reputation, I'll tell you that.
It's really, if anybody knows anybody who's considering it, I was knocked out the first time I went up and saw we were looking for a place for my son Jeff to go, and yeah, I just can't say enough about the place. It's absolutely, it works miracles. It's an incredible place. And it's small and personal enough where it doesn't have that big I'm lost in a crowd feeling. It's kind of like you dream a school ought to be. It's almost like a private apprenticeship, closer than anything else.